You have mastered your technical domain. You execute flawless work, put in the long hours, and solve the complex problems no one else can touch. But over the last 5 years, your career trajectory has ground to a halt. Your reward for this relentless competence is a frustrating paradox. The harder you work in the trenches, the less the executive leadership team actually sees you. Sociologists study a phenomenon called a cumulative advantage that explains exactly why this happens. It is driven by the Matthew effect. Professionals who secure a tiny edge early on are handed slightly better opportunities. Those opportunities yield larger advantages, compounding over time, until a select few possess massive executive leverage, while their equally capable peers remain static. At the mid-career threshold, raw talent and intense effort yield diminishing returns. Executive advancement is a compounding phenomenon built entirely on visibility, positioning, and access to opportunity. The core operational error keeping you stuck is that you are navigating your professional life by default, rather than by deliberate design. Driven by a desire to prove your ongoing worth, you accept every assignment and answer every request. This reflex traps you in what strategists call the trivial many. This hand-drawn diagram illustrates the cost of default behavior. On the left, energy is divided into competing activities, making a millimeter of progress in a million directions. On the right, the exact same energy is concentrated, making significant progress in areas that drive value. To break through to the VP or chief engineer level, you must stop trying to execute all the work yourself. Your focus must transition entirely to directing the field. Making this transition requires filtering out the systemic noise of the corporate environment. This noise is a dual threat: external silencing by aggressive peers and the internal self-doubt that inevitably follows. Highly competent people frequently fall victim to the presumption of superfluousness. They allow their expertise to be drowned out by the out-and-out confrontational confidence of those who know much less. Consider Colleen Rowley. As an FBI agent in 2001, she issued explicit early warnings about Al-Qaeda. Her expertise was entirely eclipsed by the institutional smugness of a department that simply refused to listen. This confrontational confidence acts as an active mechanism of control. It trains diligent experts in self-limitation, keeping them quiet and in their place. Bypassing this noise requires a hard pivot. You must actively defend your credibility and ruthlessly silence your own self-doubt before you can claim executive space. The antidote to being overwhelmed and overlooked is a philosophy known as essentialism, the disciplined, relentless pursuit of less but better. The legendary designer Dieter Rams built his entire career on a 3-word German principle: weniger aber besser, less but better. This minimalist design principle translates directly into a daily career management framework. It demands that you constantly pause and interrogate whether you are investing in the right activities. Saying yes simply to avoid trouble or appease a colleague is a dangerous reflex. Every time you accept a low-leverage task, you dilute your executive value and consume the time required for high-impact strategy. To stop this dilution, you must apply a strict filtering mechanism to every incoming request. If you didn't already have this opportunity, what would you be willing to do to acquire it? If the answer is nothing, you drop it. Unapologetically eliminating 80% of your current workload is the only way to create the bandwidth required for your highest point of contribution. Clearing your schedule is only half the equation. That empty space is useless unless you actively position yourself in the path of strategic, high-leverage opportunities. Bill Gates possessed undeniable genius, but his success followed a specific course. He gained rare access to a computer terminal in junior high, long before his peers. You must engineer your own advantages. Identifying the rooms where true sponsorship happens and ensuring you are in them is a critical career obligation, equal in weight to the technical work you produce. Once you have filtered the trivial noise and positioned yourself for leverage, you must make a final strategic shift. It is time to stop defending your time and start amplifying the signal. You must go on the offense. From this point forward, your trajectory is governed by a binary choice. You are either shrinking or you are expanding. This comparison illustrates the divergence in mindset. Option A focuses entirely on scarcity, trimming budgets, minimizing risk, and reducing your professional footprint. Option B focuses your energy on generating new value, pitching bold initiatives, and demanding to be paid for your specific expertise. Choosing expansion over shrinking is the strategic pivot that recalibrates your professional trajectory. History provides clear proof of this expansion mindset. Look at Madam C.J. Walker, who entirely refused to accept the default environment prescribed to her. She relentlessly promoted herself out of the cotton fields and the cook kitchen, forcing her way into ownership and the manufacturing of her own goods. It is time to apply that same aggressive upward pressure to your own path. You must begin making decisions based on your highest point of contribution. These involve tangible shifts, raising your internal asking price, declining a low-level project to lead a high-stakes initiative, or pitching directly for the VP role you are already qualified to execute. You do not reach the executive tier by carrying the heaviest load. You reach it by unapologetically guarding your energy, filtering the noise, and making the expansive decisions that force the larger machine to move.